Okay, we're back from that little tutorial on on how to apply online. Okay, so what are judges looking for? And this is the nitty-gritty of this application. So they're really looking for your sustainability story. They're not looking for a cut and paste from your website. They can do that. So they just want to know, why did you it's good to start with, why did you choose to open in Santa Monica? Why are you operating sustainably? Is that part of your company's mission? So just go into those kind of details. Why you love, why you like Santa Monica and why sustainability important to you. And then innovation. So doing things, just being an innovative business, like I went to a coffee shop recently and they had, pasta, like they had fettuccine, noodles instead of like stir sticks. So just anything innovative that you're doing to be green. There's a lot of businesses here that are really innovative products. If you've been around for a long time. So what are you doing that's innovative for staff benefits or whatever? And then commitment. So again, how long have you been, any action you're talking about, if you've been composting or recycling, how long have you been doing it for? Not just, we compost and recycle, but we started composting in 2019 before the statewide ordinance was passed. So any showing, explaining how long you've been doing a practice or an action shows your commitment. And things like, we will be doing this, kind of won't get you really far with the judges. It's actions that you are currently doing and have been doing, either now or for a few years. Do mention that. And then documenting results. And that can be results or any kind of documentation, your manual, staff reviews, things in writing. If you talk about things and you have samples of them, go ahead and upload them. A staff agenda that shows you have sustainability as one of the agenda items, that will be great. I also want to explain the business size thing. So judges are aware that a small business with less than 15 employees, has a lot fewer resources than a large business with over 100 employees. So you are judged by business size. That's why it's really important to put in what category you are. So they're comparing, apples to apples and oranges to oranges. So yeah, your sustainability story, how you're innovative. Are you, one of the few, like Avocado Mattress, you're one of the, few mattress stores, home furnishing stores that exclusively sell, eco products and certified B Corp and all that stuff. So that's a really good example of being innovative, commitment, documenting results, and then you're judged apples to apples, oranges to oranges. Okay. Yes. And sorry, my double slide there. I also wanted to point out, again, focusing on Santa Monica. If you have several locations, statewide or in LA, just try to focus on, you can talk about, your company as a whole, but how do you support Santa Monica's community? And here's a good example, stocking our staff kitchen with reusable foodware. You can just say that, but by saying, since 2019, we have been stocking our kitchen for 30 employees. We provide vegetarian, just details are important. Not less is not more in this case. More details are better. And then again, documentation shows a lot. I'm going to just highlight a few winners over the last few years, highlight their applications. So you see why they won and some things they're doing to maybe some of these things might resonate with you. And so here we go. I'm going to highlight Veo. They won a grand prize last year. They have 30 full-time employees. For economic development, their mission statement really highlighted DEI, hiring a diverse and inclusive workforce. They had a very straightforward mission statement. And then they mentioned, they design everything in-house. They design their products. And so designing in-house allows them to be more innovative and, provide the next generation of products. For social responsibility, they had a service to help low-income residents with transportation needs. They had really excellent staff benefits, including unlimited paid time off, which is really popular these days. Fitness, they had a fitness and financial planning to help employees. They offered transportation credits, of course, free use of VO products and bikes and scooters. And yeah, pretty remarkably, they donated about 30,000 annually to charity organizations. Know that this number isn't expected of all businesses. I believe per their contract with the city, they had to do a lot of charitable work. So, that's above and beyond for a business of this size. They had detailed charity giving, and they also gave away helmets at a lot of community events. And so they went above and beyond with, helping the community and helping their employees. For stewardship of the environment, this is where you want to mention you're a Santa Monica Green certified business, which they were. Their kitchen was only stocked with reusable dishware, and they had implemented, trash recycling organics, which is not always the case for a small business of this size, but they had a zero waste station. Yeah, and if you are a business generating enough organics to be collected per week, and that would be enough to fit like a little green cart. If you are generating that much organic waste, food waste, you should be, recycling that waste through the city of Santa Monica. We offer trash recycling and organics. So that's VO. And then Suez-Class, they were a small office, 9 employees, architectural firm. Their mission statement was centered on the triple bottom line. That's the 3 E's, the categories of this application I mentioned: equity, environment, and economy. So their mission focused on that. They had impressive employee benefits for a small business, including profit sharing, training, team building, work-life balance, hiring local employees. So they excelled in that. And they partnered with local Santa Monica businesses to showcase their products. For social responsibility, they had a really excellent remote work policy. If people had extraordinary life circumstances, they could work from home, as much as they wanted to. They had things to build a creative, positive work environment, like they celebrated birthdays, anniversaries, outings, team building. And they also tracked their monetary in-kind donations to community events, and they offered student mentorships, and gave a lot of information about that, a lot of details. For stewardship of the environment, they were an architectural firm focusing on green building, Santa Monica Green Business Certified. They participated in a lot of voluntary city programs like beach cleanups and other charitable events. They went beyond recycling. So in their building design, they sourced upcycling of their waste materials. So if they had leftover tiles or carpet, I remember, they would, work with organizations or schools so those leftover tiles and materials could be used for like art projects and stuff. They partnered with a lot of schools. They had a lot of employee training, volunteer activities within the business, and the staff meetings. Their staff meetings always integrated environmental actions and trainings, and how they could further their office as a green office. Okay, back on the beach cafe, a restaurant that they won grand prize in 2019. So economic development, they've been in business since 1989, so that's over 30 years. So do mention that if you've been in business that long or close to that. They're also, economic development. How are you helping the local economy? They're a very active Buy Local and Santa Monica Chamber member. And for those of you who aren't yet signed up with Buy Local Santa Monica, do that. It's a free way to promote your business locally. And Buy Local Santa Monica focuses on engaging residents to shop locally. Like, it benefits your city to give custom to local businesses when you can, instead of always going to big box stores. That's if you're not a part of Buy Local Santa Monica, or if you're not sure, you want to go to buylocalsantamonica.com. It's right there. Avanya, you can stick it in the chat as well. Any questions, you can reach out to Avanya if you want to put in your email, Lavanya, about joining. And you can also, if you have sales, and there's a most loved business contest that's happening soon, it's a great way to promote yourself locally to residents. So they're very active business there. For social responsibility, they offered sick pay and health insurance to their employees, which is pretty rare, getting more common for restaurants. I'm sure you've noticed, but not, to offer vacation and benefits is not a typical thing, although it's changing, which is good. They offered student employment opportunities for students that were, coming to Santa Monica home from college for the summer. And they did a lot of community support. They would help at our events, and they would donate their venue for charity events. We've had fundraisers there, and so they're just above and beyond in that way. And for stewardship of the environment, they've been a green certified business for over 10 years. Sustainability is featured prominently in their mission statement. And when Santa Monica banned plastics over 5 years ago, I think 2019, they were a leader in eliminating plastic to-go-ware. Of course, they're located right on the beach. So they really went above and beyond to be an exemplary restaurant that doesn't serve any plastics. Everything's fiber-based, so it's biodegradable. Yeah, and just some questions there, and just some businesses there. Okay, I'm gonna go back here. So some resources if you do choose to apply, and some important dates. Let's make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, so nominations are already closed January 11th. The application is due February 26th, so you've got over a month. Just submit the application by 11:59 p.m. before midnight. And winners are announced mid-March. And then May 1st or 2nd will be the SQA event, not confirmed yet. I think it's a Tuesday or a Wednesday or a Thursday. The SQA, it's last year we had complimentary tickets. I think as long as the city's budget allows it, it will be a free event, but not totally confirmed yet. But regardless, if you're a winner, you will not have to pay to come to the event. This timeline and more dates are on SMSQA, and then go to About and Timeline. They're there. And I went over this. I missed this slide. Resources, mentors. So we've gathered a few past grand prize winners that are available to mentor you, help you answer questions. I'm here too, but I know Mitch is here from Capital Intelligence Associates. He's been one of my mentors for so many years. I'm so grateful. So Mitch, if you want to say a few things about your experience.
Yeah, I'd be happy to. It was the whole thing was a great experience. I'm a small business owner. There's 3 of us, so I am, the president and the janitor and everything in between. I don't have a lot of time dedicated to creating awards because I'm trying to run a business. But I found just going through the questions to be very helpful in me running my practice and what I wanted to do next. In 2014, I applied for the grand prize, and I lost in every single category. Learned a lot of lessons. And in 2015, if those of you who see me on video, we got our grand prize. And I will tell you the difference between the 2014 and 2015 application was almost nothing. I mean, it was literally copying and pasting the same stuff with some tiny little tweaks. So there's some mentors, there's me, some others. Spend a little time up front. Try to get your application done early if you can, and have the mentors review it real quickly a few days ahead of time if the scheduling works. Because literally the difference between 3-time losing in all 3 categories and 3 times winning was a folder I kept on my desk and probably spent less than an hour putting things in over the next year. And it would have been less than an hour the year before if I just knew what I was doing. So take advantage of the mentors.
Yeah, and mentor, thank you, Mitch. And mentors can be, one phone call where you ask a few questions. It can be a couple of phone calls. It could be a Zoom, but typically just like a couple hours. And I highly recommend it. I can answer your questions too, but as a business, I'm not a business owner that's won the award. I've just been administering it. So I highly recommend it. If you're interested, email me and then I'll connect you with Mitch. And we have a couple other mentors back on the beach. The owner of Back on the Beach as well is available. So do take advantage of that. There are a couple of past winning applications online. Some of them are a little old and the applications, they've been revised over the years, but in the last 3 years, since 2020, we haven't revised it at all. But you can also check out past winning applications just to get a sense of the detail. smsqa.com about, and then application process. You'll see some winning applications there. To contact me, you know my email, but if you forget it or can't lose it or want to contact other people in our committee, smsqa.com and then contacts. And then just to recap a little bit, things to upload, useful things are always upload your company employee manual policies. If you don't have these, it's a good idea just to have like a mission statement, like what does your business do? So try to at least cater that. Documentation of any energy or water efficiency, things you've done, if you've reduced your waste, and any documentation, a bill from 2 years ago, an energy bill that shows you're using, much less energy today by purchasing whatever you purchased, those kinds of things, your list of charitable donations, pictures, and then again, I've mentioned staff copies, agendas, or staff reviews. Okay, we went over the timeline already, sorry. And that's about it. So I'm here. This is now the next 20 minutes. Any questions or answers, feel free to go for it.
I've got one. Hi, Susie.
Hi.
You mentioned the 3 E's several times, and I guess this proves I'm getting old and my memory's getting bad. I got equity, environment, and what's the third one?
Economy.
Economy. Thank you.
So it's like taking care of your people, taking care of your local economy. How do you support local economy? And then equity, and then environment. And then how does your business, how do you help minimize your impact or carbon emissions on the earth? Triple E bottom line.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. Thanks.
Yeah.
This is Melissa. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hi, Melissa.
Hi. I missed the first like 15, 20 minutes, but I do have a question, so I'll go back and watch that. But so I know this focuses on the Santa Monica store, but I do have others, like my Santa Monica store has been open a little over 2 years. My other stores have been open 8 or 5 years, and they've been a sustainable business from day one. So, 2 years versus 8 years is a big difference. How much should I refer to that or not refer to the other stores?
Like I would reference it in, I opened my first location in Glendale, or first location 8 years ago. I would just mention that your whole business model is sustainable from the ground up. So, and then when you're answering all of the questions, and the questions are going to be, when you answer the questions, you're answering them for, all of your businesses. But when it comes to things like the economic development section, try to focus as much as you can, like on Santa Monica. So mention but you could, mention you're a Santa Monica Green certified business, but if you're also certified in Glendale, mention that too. Like
okay. So I can mention them, just certain things focus more on Santa Monica, but overall questions are for all 3 of them.
Yeah. So like your staff benefits and employee benefits, I'm sure they're all the same for, every location. So you can answer generally for that. And then you'll know when it makes sense for you to highlight a Santa Monica thing, but totally mention you've been in business for as long as you have, and mention the locations you have. And
okay. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. As long as that's it. So again, we can't have this award program if nobody applies. So I'd be so grateful if, that I'm just grateful to have you guys apply by the 26th. And then just lastly, I'll be online on the 26th, but a couple years businesses start uploading, they start using the platform, after hours on the 26th, so you can submit up until midnight. Try to like go online and get used to it before 6 p.m. just so that if you have any questions, I'll be checking my email until about 6, but after that I may be, having dinner or something. So just make sure to get on the platform before that day. Let us know if you have any questions, or any issues. And I always love ending a meeting early because people have free time. Any other questions?